understand, guys. I have opinions. I have fucking opinions. And I also have a model. New model. Hi, guys. Figured it I should, you know, show off the new model and yap. But fucking Miku going mainstream was a mistake. Hatsune Miku going mainstream was a fucking mistake. Because dear fucking god. I like this sea pony model, it's adorable. But like Hatsune Miku, she should have stayed a niche. She should have just, you know, just stayed in her own little lane. Hold on here. I'll show off the model a little bit more for you guys. I have been a My Little Pony, like, you know, fan. Like, low-key fan. Since, like, Gen 1. Since I was a kid. So, like, not exactly new for me. What happened to Lumi? What's happening? Hatsune Miku is, you know, going into Fortnite as, you know, unfortunately we all know. I won't use this model a ton. But, the pony model is too cute to pass up. Here, I'll show the model a little more, okay? Like here. Here's the full thing. Just the full little body. I'm gonna be getting some expressions done for her and stuff as well. Pony model's kinda cute. And also just like, it's smug. It's cute. It doesn't even have any expressions yet. I'm getting some added. Or hooves. No. But anyways. Hatsune Miku going mainstream. Worst fucking thing ever. It's weird that I have 2 legs in the front and a tail at the end. I mean, that's how sea ponies are. Make me 20% louder? I mean, I'm always saying the red, but here, I'll turn myself up a bit more. Okay, how about that? But anyways, Hatsune Miku going mainstream, absolutely worst idea in fucking existence. Because she looks ugly, guys. Excuse me. She looks ugly, guys. Thank you for the 5. You're such a cute sea pony. We'll replace the legs in front of the chest again. You're adorable. Thank you. But just like, are you a horse? Because I feel like it. Hold on. I need to change the audio to, let's see, properties. Change that to Brave. There we go. But it's like, shut the fuck up. She looks ugly. It's like, hold on. I'll move myself to this side because she's more on this side. But it's like, she looks ugly, guys. with this, she looks like a fucking monkey. Look at her! She looks like a bad cosplayer. Just fucking, her fucking mouth. Why does she look like that? Look at her mouth! It looks so bad! It's the Fortnite art style. She looks like a fucking monkey. Turn that shit down. It's like... just... I know it's the Fortnite, like, just skeleton itself, but she just looks bad. She just looks fucking bad, man. She looks terrible, guys. Honestly. She just looks bad. Why am I all the way over here? She just looks absolutely fucking terrible. Her skin's disgusting. And this is apparently supposed to be Neko Miku. Where is the fucking cat ears? Neko Miku, my fucking ass, man. Guitars, you get four tracks with her, apparently. You get Magical Cure Love Shot, which is a newer one. Daisy 2.0, literally the worst song you could probably choose to have with Hatsune Miku, especially since she's hardly in that fucking song. Obviously, Miku, classic. World is Mine. Surprised they put it in here. I hope they actually got permission to put it in here. But just like... Again, Hatsune Miku going mainstream was a fucking mistake, man. It's just like... ugh. Bronies are dudes who like My Little Pony. Women have like a different name moniker or something. I don't know what it is. Yamaha cannot be that desperate for money. No, they're not. Why are you a horse? Because this model's cute. And it's like just I hate the Fortnite art style so much. It's like, oh god. I remember when Vocaloid was just super niche. No one really knew about it and stuff. This was when I was in like high school. And like oh god. I miss when she was niche. But no. It's like ugh. Why does everything that I love eventually goes mainstream and goes up in flames? It's not fair. It's not fair. I am so disappointed. A lot of people are disappointed. It's bad. It's so bad. Ugh, fuck, man. First time we managed to catch a Lumi stream early, it's the pony model. Yes. Cece! Hi! Oh, gee, I love you. Thank you. The artist is it's gonna be opening up more your character here slots. I think after they're done with the other with the other ones. So if you want to get one, I would say shoot a DM to the artist. It is definitely worth it. Definitely worth the price. You get cute ass art and you get rigging, and it comes with V-Bridger. And I'm gonna be getting some expressions added. You see it on? It's like okay. It was so cute. I couldn't pass it up. It makes me happy. And it's like okay, For those of you who haven't seen, like, Gen 1 My Little Pony, it's, like, literally my favorite fucking thing. Also, don't forget, guys, today I'm gonna be doing Sucker for Love 2 with Archly. So that's gonna be fun. Oh, let's see. Little Pony, Gen 1. Was it Midnight Castle? Oh, this is what the sea ponies look like in Gen 1. They just look like seahorses. Oh yeah, I love Gen 1. I still have my Gen 1 pony dolls from when I was a kid. You look interesting, that arch thumbnail? Well, that's not me. That's a character in Sucker for Love. You rescue at Midnight Castle. Shh, hush now. Oh, there's Gen 1 Spike. They like it. There's a little Gen 1 Spike. He's adorable. But this one, all the ponies getting turned into dragons in the castle is fucking wild. Fucked up. Old D&D style? Yes. It just looks so dark and good. That's how I forgot how to breathe for a second. That's how Gen 1 was looked like. And it's like the sea ponies look a little silly. Look at her. She hasn't changed like at all from Gen 4 and Gen 1. Those are just little seahorses? Yes. They are just literal seahorses. But yeah, Gen 1 Applejack looks no different from her Gen 4 version. She just has a little bit of a different personality. Also, there's humans. Ugh, man. I miss Gen 1. You sound like someone reliving their old high school reunion. I'm sorry, I just love Gen 1 My Little Pony. It is literally the cutest. Guys. Rubs her feet, you must choose now. I don't want to. Oh man, I miss when the animation was just fun like this. But I remember I had like the old My Little Pony video game on my my granny's computer, where you got to make your own pony and stuff. How YouTube changed his live chat, it lags so much it gets laggier and laggier. I mean, I have it on ultra low latency, so it should only take like 15 seconds for you guys, like, for it to show up. For me to see it and stuff. But if I had it on, like, normal latency, it would be like a 1-minute delay. Let's see. Gen 1. I love ponies. I want to see the difference between, all of them. Like, all the, main ones. Oh yeah, this is what Twilight Sparkle used to look like. Well, she was just called Twilight at that time. Thank you for being a member, Akko. Oh, I see. Yeah, it kind of sucks. It's like, look at Gen 1 Twilight. Twilight look like shit? No, she's beautiful. And also, she was a Pegasus. It's not Twilight? Oh, the article not to be confused with the unicorn Twilight. This is Twilight. There's too many Twilights. This is Twilight. This is unicorn Twilight. She's so cute. She was like a motherly figure. There she is. Yep. I wish they would have put a little more differential with the Pegasus and the unicorn. The popular so. Oh yeah, I seen that figure. Spike. You know, I wish they would have like brought back some of the old villains from Gen 1, but I understand why they didn't. Applejack just, you know, she didn't change much. She got a cowboy hat and a different personality. Yeah, I think Pinkie Pie is somewhere in here as well. Oh yeah, Gen 1 Pinkie Pie. Still basically the same, just her hair is a little flatter. Not your Twilight. They're the same! Just a different art style. Here's the official art for, The new one has better hair? Yes. That's Gen 2. That's nice. But I'm still showing her anyway. Fuck you. Oh, here's Fluttershy. Fluttershy for this gen is also very cute. She has multicolor hair. Blue Factory, shut the fuck up. Model looks like a hippocampus. Sea pony, hippocampus, same difference. At least to me. Oh, Sweetie Belle was older. Scootaloo was older. Oh, there's Rainbow Dash. Oh, man. Oh, there's Rarity. Wow, Rainbow Dash looked kind of boring. Yeah, she has a different cutie mark and everything. I'll give you your mature Rarity. Let's see, is there any other ones? Oh, I remember Tralala. She was adorable. Here's a little breezy pony. Basically pixies. Shut the fuck up! I have a cutie mark? No, I don't have a cutie mark tattoo. I have the Hunter's Rune tattooed on me. Gonna be getting the Brand of Sacrifice tattooed on me as well. I also have Michael Myers tattooed on me. I have a Jason mask tattooed on me. I have Courage the Cowardly Dog tattooed on me. Ah, man. Okay, I gotta exit the ponies before Arch wakes up, and before someone wakes Arch up, and he's like, "Huh, how can I torment Lum Lum right now?" But he's still asleep, so that's okay. Hello, Salon the Lich. How are you? Identify the following pictures. Me. They're the same pony. Shut up. They've gotten a wine bottle cutie mark. I don't drink that much. Don't forget to read your supers. I did read the super. Thoughts on the various generations of Pokemon? I only know like the first 3. LA wildfires affecting the server farm for YouTube? Yikes. I mean, I just mostly wanted to do a quick yap on the whole Hatsune Miku thing because it pissed me off. But, is there any... Ooh, actually, hold on. There was a video I wanted to look at. Hold on, give me a second. It's one that Sydney Watson recently put out. Was it Sydney or was it Misha? I think it was Sydney. Give me a second. I will do a react slop, I guess. Because Sydney makes some good stuff. I will do one react slop video for you guys before I fuck off and make more beef jerky. Also, I think I'll switch models too. Or should I switch models, or do you guys want me to keep the pony model? Go to Pokemon DB and raid all the Pokemon, please. I mean, I already have one that I have to do. Keep pony models fine? Okay. Window capture. Bet. So, Sydney Watson put out a video called OnlyFans Models Are Creepy. And they are. OnlyFans models are creepy. Hold pony over Arch. More of a Kelpie model. Yeah, but they're called sea ponies in the show. I'm not gonna, argue semantics and specifics with names. Pony for at least a week. I thought I subscribed to Sydney on this channel. Guess I didn't. Now, I fixed that. Amy Peters got old. People get old. That's what time does. Have I watched Space King? No. No, I haven't. Alright, I will watch this at 1.5 speed. 1.5. Alright.
Bonnie Blue from Derbyshire is making headlines.
Oh god, that's too fast. Do 1.25.
Around the world for filming herself having sex with teenagers and posting the footage online.
I am too old for this. Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to hell. And as per usual, before we launch in, today's video is sponsored by Incogni. And of course by me and my company, Lions Tea Exchange. I am in fact drinking my own peppermint white chocolate tea, and I have no regrets.
I still need to try Sydney's tea brand. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. Alright, Sydney, I love you, but... yeah.
Probably already know how much I don't like the platform OF, and if you don't know what that is, well, good for you. But if you do want to find out, I would suggest Googling it, because if I say the word only wind-blowing implement, then YouTube will probably demonetize or even age restrict this video. And I don't particularly want that, so I'm going to just say OF for the purposes of this video, as well as other fun phrases that I have come across. Anyway, my dislike for this platform has been very obvious since day one, and I've made a lot of content talking about how bad I think it is for society. But over the last number of months, some of the things that have crawled out of that hellscape, not to be confused with our hellscape, have disgusted even me. And honestly, that's really saying something, because I feel like I've seen everything.
The most exciting one I did was a dad and son. I slept with the son first.
Most of you have probably come into contact.
Yeah. This thing. Are you guys ready for mine and Arch's video? Or, you know, stream? For when this woman gets railed by 1,000 men next month? If she actually goes through with it like she says she's going to? It's gonna be something. Definitely. Never understood how OF is empowering? I don't know.
Recently with the news surrounding two OF creators. Models? I'm gonna call them models. Called Lily Phillips and Bonnie Blue. Both have been popping off for different reasons, but the central theme between them, if we can connect them here, is that they've both gone beyond standard adult entertainment and entered the realm instead of insane, and some might even say immoral stunts, designed to get them more and more publicity in the fight for more audience share on OF as it gets more saturated. Sorry, that was a long sentence. Even to the point of self-harm. Some of you might think I'm being dramatic for saying that, but hold on to your trousers because I'm about to show you some stuff that you can never ever unsee. You're welcome. During a recent segment on GB News, OF lady Bonnie Blue, whose real name is Tia Billinger, I think that's how that's pronounced, made the statement that it was her objective to have adult relations with quote-unquote barely legal teenage boys because the current sex education system is not effective.
So I was like, I want to make
Okay, guys. So, this woman wants to have sex with barely legal teenage boys. Turn that around. If this was a man saying that he wanted to have sex with barely legal teenage girls, how would that look? How would people react to that? British accent as well. Unfortunately, the British cannot be saved. The double standards when it comes to women being creepy and men being creepy are just fucking insane, man. Well, 18 so... Yes! Robert, I get it. But again, if a man says that he wants to be with barely legal women, like barely legal girls, people would go after that man and hope and pray his life is ruined. But then if it's a woman saying it, then it'll be like, oh yeah, there they go. They're legal but still ill. And again, 16 is legal age in the UK. Yeah, but still, it's like... Because I think this woman is like in her mid-30s, I believe.
content that people can watch, can relate to it, but also can learn. So it's when I speak with students, or barely legal, as I've said and the media have said, it shows me discussing consent with them. It shows me saying to them, this is what I enjoy, this is what I don't enjoy. And it also gives them an opportunity to tell me what they like. And so I guess use me as a guinea pig. Trial what you like and what you want to do. So when you go to the next person, you know exactly how to pleasure them and, you know, how to receive pleasure as well.
I know how many of you are probably going to defend this, but I need you not to defend this. This is weird. I'm sorry, but this is creepy. Oh, but Sydney, she's attractive. No. Billinger has been very vocal about her interest, so to speak, in barely legal teenage boys. To the extent that, in one interview, she said that she's done the devil's tango with hundreds of them.
I mean, how many 18-year-olds have you slept with?
Hundreds and hundreds now. Must be like 400. 300, 400.
Okay, so it's no secret I have a hobby, which is pleasuring barely legal 18-year-olds.
With some
You've
students.
been having lots of fun with the students.
I have indeed, all 122 of them.
I want to sleep with 130 barely legal 18-year-olds.
I'm going to be sleeping with 23 barely legal 18-year-olds.
She's even made a point of going to events specifically designed for school leavers to celebrate graduation and going to university, like Freshers, which is basically the orientation week for first-year university students in the UK, where I think she claimed...
It just does not sound right. Going to orientation events at universities to sleep with the not even freshman class yet. That just sounds wrong. It's like, yes, they're legal. Yes. But like, come on. It skeeves me out, man. It skeeves me the fuck out, personally. And again, plop her down as a man. People would have different opinions about her.
Aims to have done adult things with 122 young men.
And the most I want to take in one night is 25, but I'll let you into a little secret. I did 30 on the first day alone. So come and get me on my knees and let me celebrate you getting into uni, boys.
And Schoolies in Australia, which is for newly graduated Year 12 students, and they basically go up to the Gold Coast and get drunk for a week, where Billinger was set to go before her Australian visa was cancelled because Australia don't play like that.
Adult content creator Bonnie Blue, who'd been offering her services to, quote, barely legal schoolies, has had her Australian visa cancelled.
It's worth noting, and actually now that I'm saying it, this is something important to realize through this whole video, but Billinger records these interactions with these young men and then uploads them to her OF account. But basically, so does everybody in this video. So there's that. Once she got booted from my homeland, Australia, she took her expedition over to Fiji, where she was also soon deported.
Imagine being deported for sleeping around with barely legal teens. Imagine being fucking deported for... Fucking hell, man. I mean, at least they're deporting her. Oh, only if they would deport some other people that are doing deplorable things.
And of course, produce some weird content with the Border Patrol agents because, of course she did. Although I'm actually not sure if these are real Border Patrol agents. To be quite honest with you, I don't really want to find out.
Okay, so we all know how much Fiji loved me sleeping with schoolies. And next up is the Australia Border Force. Are you ready?
I have no idea what to make of this. It's the guy at the end for me, really. Yeah. Men, I do love you, but how we women are attracted to you as a sex is sometimes a mystery to me. Now, I don't want to get into the weeds on how weird or not weird or how predatory or not predatory it is to seek out young men like this, because I know that there are some of you who are going to be like, oh, this is every young man's dream. You guys largely know where I stand on this and how weird and creepy and icky I think it is, and how this woman is taking advantage of teenagers to advance her fame and fortune. And basically, she's utilizing the ignorant and eager to, once again, advance her own ends through degeneracy. But the issue I want to focus on is how these women, Bonnie Blue, Lily Phillips, and so on, are doing more and more extreme and absurd acts in order to separate themselves on the oversaturated OF platform. Everyone loves a train wreck, and many people seemingly love to consume.
Yeah, speaking of fucking train wrecks. It's like, okay, I talked about this on the stream with Arch when we were watching the Lily Phillips stuff. And people are going to demand more and more extreme things. OF girls will want to do more and more extreme things to stand out, to, you know, get their money and not fizzle out into obscurity like 98% of OF girls. And at this point, a lot of them are willing to blur the line of fiction and reality when it comes to doing things like that, to the point where young men are going to expect one thing in terms of intimacy when it's not like that. And like, when are we gonna start seeing the rise in OF girls really crossing that line of illegal, extreme things? I mean, like, there's already been OF models exposed for sleeping with dogs and posting it on the website. When's that gonna just go mainstream? I wouldn't doubt it. Thank you for the 10th problem with extreme promiscuity. Promiscuity begin with is setting a bad example for how women should hold the value of themselves and their parents. Then I am her doing barely legal. Yeah, we're way past that point. Yeah. Ugh. It's it's sad to see the state of affairs with people.
Content of adult relations. This combines the two, and these women seem to know this. The tragedy is that, as OF continues to get more and more saturated, this behavior will inevitably turn up more and more, encouraging copycats and leading young women to believe that fame and fortune is possible, but only if they degrade and humiliate themselves in the most extreme ways. So that's what we're going to talk about today. The lie of this platform, but also the creepiness of some of the people who are participating on it, and all of the extreme and crazy ways that they attempt to separate themselves from other
How proud would
creators
you be as
in
a
an
mother
effort
if your
to
kid
get
turned
further
out like
ahead
that?
as it grows in popularity.
I wouldn't.
And obviously, all of my regular disclaimers, this video is by no means exhaustive. I won't get to everything because there is a lot to this topic, like a lot. So with all of that said, and before you once again board my hell gondola and together we sail down this weird river into this very uncomfortable and creepy topic, let's hear from today's sponsor, Incogni. Ever wondered why you get annoying spam calls and texts? Or why you get annoying letters?
I love you, Sydney.
So if you too want to fight the data brokers, then click the link in the description or go to incogni.com/Sydney. And don't forget to use code Sydney for 60% off an annual plan. In early November 2024, a former spicy creator called Nala Ray appeared on the internet show The Whatever Podcast. Almost 2 hours into the episode, Nala was asked by a super chatter about an interest in cheating she purported to have when she was making mattress-based content. Nala responded by explaining
Oh,
that
I remember
basically
this
everything
woman.
she said on podcasts and appearances.
I remember she was such a interesting person to talk about for a while. Because, yeah, she was like, oh, yeah, I love cheating. Oh, yeah, I love doing this. And then she had a come to Jesus moment. She is branding herself as a newborn Christian. She found Christ, apparently. Why are there dolls in the background? I don't know. I didn't even notice them. Ugh.
Was done with virality in mind during this time, in order to push more and more people towards her content.
Yeah, born again Christian.
So, as a viral creator on, like when I was on about 8-9 months ago, I went on so many podcasts because I knew the only way to grow my own was to be viral, and it's such an oversaturated platform right now, and I've been on it for like 5.5 years. So everything I've said on podcasts is complete clickbait. I did it to go viral to then make money, and so many people believed it, and it worked. So that's what's so like crazy about the internet. And if you've heard it before, it's very true. The internet is not real. So like everything I've said, like, oh my god, I love cheating. Like, dude, I was so freaking dead single at the time. Like, who would I have cheated on, bro? I said whatever I needed to because I understand the male brain, and I needed to make money, and I was like,
This isn't the only time that Nala has expressed something like this. On November 18, 2024, she went on a YouTube channel called Caru Ellington. Once again, screwing up the names. Where she again
Feel kind of bad for the kids of OF models. They get bullied for their mother getting... Yeah. But it's like, a lot of these women need to understand that if you have kids and you do that, they will get relentlessly bullied. So, like, unfortunately, it's like... There's a difference between the porn stars of yesteryear when everything was just on VHS and it was like one of those, oh, hush trade type of things. And now it's just so easy to find that it's just, ugh. Is YouTube chat even crashed your tab? Oh, fucking, that happens to me sometimes too, because it says, oh, memory full, or whatever. It usually happens with, like, busy chats and shit. Mostly happens when I, like, watch Arch and all that, when his chat's going crazy. It's a YouTube problem. YouTube shitting the bed right now? No! Fuck! Oh well.
Explained how she based her online personality off of virality.
So that podcast aired, and that was the first time I'd been on the Whatever Podcast, but at that time I had this mindset. I was like, I need to go viral to make more money. How are people gonna know who I am or what my audience is if they don't know, like, they haven't seen me, you know? So when I get on these platforms, I'm like, I'm gonna rule this podcast. I'm gonna rule whatever I'm doing. Like, I will take it over. So I went in there with this mindset of like control, and I was like, I'm going to get more money from this. Like, and that's the whole purpose. Like, you want to make money. Like, that's it. I want to get my bag, like as girls say now.
Not too long after, during another appearance on another YouTube channel called Lecrae, Nala explains that OF creators become puppets for their subscribers, and as her success on the platform grew, she became consumed with wanting to top her earnings month to month. She also talked about how her dad encouraged her to keep making this kind of content. We actually don't have time to get into this at all, but woof. That's actually just another theme that I'm noticing here. Maybe a topic for another video.
How long were you on?
5 years.
And how much money do you think you made in total?
14 million. My first month on made 87 grand.
Jesus.
Every month was like, how can I top last month? That was my brain. Like, I fed off of that thought. You're a puppet. You're literally a pimped out puppet, and your pimps are your subscribers.
No, bitch. No. Your pimp is not your fucking subscribers. Your pimp is yourself. You are the one that is putting yourself out there, dude. Ugh. Your subscribers are not your pimps. You are your own pimp. You are making yourself an object to these people. You have no one to blame but your fucking self. Don't complain that you feel objectified when you're doing it to yourself.
And your conscience not like bothered at all?
I'd say it really started getting bothered when my family found out. My mom like cut off contact with me. My dad, however, was a very different story. My dad encouraged me to stay on.
Yes, I did
Ew.
steal this little intro from Lecrae's video because I liked it, and I liked how it was edited, and I liked the music. Don't yell at me. I know I just said I wouldn't talk about it, but I genuinely cannot wrap my head around someone's dad telling them to make this sort of content. I once tried to go out of the house in this very short, very skin-tight dress when I was about 18, and my dad saw it and was like, no, you will change! That is what I consider to be a normal parental reaction. At the end of this interview, Lecrae asked what advice Nala has for other young women. She expresses that there—
Oh, and sorry, what about her dad? Her dad encouraged her to be an OnlyFans model. He was just like, yeah, honey, go strip naked for other men. You know her dad is subscribed to her OnlyFans.
there is a steep price to pay with making this sort of content, something that is often glossed over by those in the industry.
Like, obviously I could just say don't, but like it doesn't even give a depth to what you pay for in price. Like, it's not just your soul, man. You pay for it in your thoughts. You pay for it in your body. Like, you are a slave and you don't even think you are. Like, now that I'm out of it completely, I'm like, I was literally hundreds of thousands of people's slaves.
Wow.
Like, that's what I felt like. That's what I feel like. During it, didn't feel so bad. Didn't look at it like that. And during it, I was like, I'm the boss. I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah, you are.
So if you want to pay that price, like, that's your choice. I'm not here to tell you to do whatever you want with your life, but like, you need to make the decision very carefully. Because there is a price to pay, even though you're making money. Man, the devil can give you things.
As an aside, it is worth noting, and I probably have to say this, that Nala is a very controversial figure because very recently she reconnected with her faith and decided to stop making this sort of content, and people have deemed this a publicity stunt. This will come as a surprise to none of you, but I'm not personally particularly invested in whether or not she's being legitimate and truthful about reconnecting with her faith, but I will say for those of you who are interested—
Oh, hey, what's up? I got a pony model, and we're talking about OnlyFans whores that think that they're being pimped out by their subscribers when they're their own pimp and they put themselves through this shit. So we're watching Sydney. We're watching Sydney talk about it. How are you doing, man? Mercenary, thank you for the 5. Is this father trying to be Hugh Hefner, who did the same also? No, she said devil will give you anything. Yeah. Salon, thank you for the 50 funny money. The human Arby's sandwich when like Ash Ketchum decided to catch them all. Jesus. Delusional people, gotcha. Doing great, just left the gym. Oh, I hope you had a good workout at the gym.
Of her interviews in order to make this video, I get the impression that what she is saying is truthful, and she seems to me to mean what she's saying. So, you know, do with that what you will. Now, Nala's point here that this platform is incredibly oversaturated and more creators are focusing on virality is actually correct. I've discussed the hard numbers of this in other videos, which I will link in the description box, but for the sake of brevity and just summarizing, the platform itself was started in 2016 and since then has become a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. I know, right? Shocking. As I've said in my previous content before, it is outfitted with recruiters, covert sales tactics that often come in the form of women advertising how much money they've made on the platform, and its pool of creators is only growing year on year. The sad reality, though, is that these women don't seem to realize that the vast majority of them won't make much money at all, with most bringing in somewhere between $150 to $180 a month. Depressing side note, this actually reminds me of a video that I saw the other day of a Pakistani PhD student who has announced that she is quitting her PhD to pursue
I remember this.
an OF creator. Full-time.
Oh.
That's not a joke.
I've dropped out of my PhD. I've cried so much over this decision to quit my PhD, you know, because it's a stressful decision, not that I'm particularly sad about it. I'll get into all of that in a bit later, but moving on to doing and content creation full.
Okay, girl. I would say at least get your PhD first, so you have that piece of paper. Ugh. Fucking hate idiots, man.
Full time, it's not just a career choice, it feels kind of like a gamble on the direction of my entire life.
Anyway, this entire thing continues to be sold as a way of achieving financial freedom, but I think if we're being honest, the more and more that this goes on, the more that that's just not the case. The actual reality here is that the majority of women, and some men, will end up posting compromising images and videos of themselves that very few, if any, people will actually watch, but can be 100% used against them later on. So what does all of this mean? Not only for the women who are already doing well, but the women who want to do better. It means they need to tap into virality and more extreme behavior, and that's precisely what they're doing. Lily Phillips, a British mattress mounting creator that I mentioned earlier, recently
I love the funny names that Sydney comes up with for OF mattress mountain creator. Oh. You need the volume up for the video? Here, I'll turn it up a little bit. There you go.
Went viral for doing the horizontal monster mash with 100 different men in 24 hours. This was of such great interest that Phillips found herself the subject of a documentary about the initiative, which was released only in the last month.
I don't care how much sense she makes. She's Australian, so you can't stand her. No, Sydney is wonderful. I love Sydney. She's great. She's funny. You can give this one Australian a pass, please. She's perfect. I love her. Sydney always looks annoyed. Not a good look for a woman. Oh, Sydney's beautiful.
Month or so. Naturally, all of this has led to lots of speculation and commentary, most of which we won't be getting into because we don't have time. But rather than slowing down and basking in her newfound publicity, Phillips instead decided to go full throttle. She announced that her next exploit is to do the snake dance with a further 1,000 men in another 24-hour period in an attempt to break a world record. The Guinness Book of World Records is really letting themselves go.
This is why the men wanna put us in burkas.
I spent 14 consecutive hours getting run through, and now I'm going to be doing it 24 because I'm going to be going for the world record early February next year. I'm going to go for 1,000.
This is also being attempted by Bonnie Blue because, of course it is. Interestingly, during an interview on the show The Reality Check in November, Phillips discussed both of these plans. At one point, the host asked her how much money she made from her planned 1,000 men experience. Phillips answers that the money doesn't come from the filming of the event itself necessarily, but all the virality that comes along with it.
The thing is, I'm not going to earn anything directly from the video. It's more...
You're not selling it?
Indirectly. No, because I don't really care to sell it. I was actually going to stream it. Because it's going to be so hard to sell it. You can't
That'd be
really...
mad.
Unlike,
what are you talking about?
No, but unlike with, you know, when doing the 101 guys, it's hard enough getting all the forms together, making sure they're all accepted by OnlyFans, stuff like that, the actual admin of it. So I was like, I was just going to stream it. It's more like the publicity around it that's going to get me the money.
The news and stuff?
Pardon?
Like in news
yeah.
Okay.
Just like it going a bit more like viral.
During this interview too, one of the hosts asks Phillips, that is really hard to say, one of the hosts poses a question to Phillips, suggesting that she might not feel so great about what she's doing now in the future. This, of course, reminded me of Nala and her comments about the regret and sadness surrounding this topic. Are you impressed? We've come full circle. Now, obviously, you don't have to look very far at all to find even more mattress-dwelling ladies doing more and more psycho and extreme things for publicity's sake. I'm very sad inside at all the things I had to look at to make this video. I don't like it. There are just some things that should never go near some holes.
Ugh.
Huh. And it's not like this is even a new phenomenon. Two women who you've all definitely heard about for their exploits are Amaranth and Belle Delphine, two pillow pounders, so to speak, who have had their own massive amounts of publicity for some of their antics. Do you guys remember when Belle Delphine reportedly sold her bathwater and made a boatload of cash?
Stop being led by your man pickle.
But in this quest to stand out against the likes of Behemoth Academy—
Yeah, but don't forget, she couldn't actually send her bathwater out, so PayPal, you know, charged her a fee for every single purchase, and she went into enormous debt, like what, $47,000 in debt on her PayPal. So she couldn't sell the bathwater because it was a health hazard. PayPal issued her fines. She was in debt. I seen her post about it a while ago. But yeah, that's why she kind of went quiet for a while. She was kind of dealing with that. I didn't know that. Yeah. Who knew you couldn't ship your bathwater and stuff. Also, let me see these shupas real quick. And Dark, thank you for the 5. You can tell that these types of women have no ability to gauge stats, short, long-term cost, benefit, let alone self-restraint / delay gratification. Yes. Ben, thank you for the 5. You need to watch Drew Durnell versus IDS at some point. He's great at all the euphemisms. I'm just gonna say that. Still on Belle Delphine's side for that one. They waited till she sent it out to charge her. Yeah. I mean, okay, if a woman can fucking sell and send her farts in jars, which probably has actual fecal matter in there, Belle Delphine should be able to sell her bathwater. Videos not versus. Oh, okay.
Accounts like the aforementioned, we've ended up with the likes of Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips, among others.
To the Schoolies of Australia, I have one question for you. Tonight at Fabric Nightclub here in Surfers Paradise at 10 p.m. Congratulations on finally finishing high school. I can't wait to see you.
And if you're doubting how successful these initiatives are, let me point you in the direction of an OF creator who makes spicy content with his dad. I haven't called on Scotty in a while to beam me up, but I suppose that now is as good a time as any. Scotty, please! At the time of this article, which was published 2 years ago, Jake Herbert reported that during his 2 years on the platform, he made between $10,000 and $12,000 a month. With the inclusion of his father, this skyrocketed to more than $38,000. Obviously, this isn't on the level of what some other people are doing, but it's still very creepy.
He's doing photos with his dad! Man! What the fuck? Ah! With his dad! Ah!
And weird, and obviously, for some reason, very lucrative. Is it too late for another flood? Is that out of the question? Okay, that one was real. Now, what probably doesn't get stated enough is that there really is a price to pay for all of this. Once again, I have already made content discussing OF regret on this channel, but I think what is on the horizon, what is coming down the pipeline, is going to be a lot worse than what we've already seen. Former OF mattress actress Riley Reid spoke out in early 2023 about her regret making this sort of content. She talks a lot about how it upended her life, destroyed her family, and has made her fearful for her future children. And although she doesn't really touch on it, I dare say there are mental and emotional scars here left from her time on the platform. Also, full disclosure, I don't know the extent to which
you
Riley
want
Reid
ponies
went
now
in her content. I don't know how extreme it all got, for obvious reasons, but I will say that if she's feeling this bad over what many people would consider to be pretty normal, spicy content, then I can't even imagine the fallout that is coming for the women who are doing the most extreme stuff right now. During the aforementioned Lily Phillips documentary, people pointed out a few key moments where Phillips cried after doing the squiggly wiggly with 100 men. Towards the end of the video, Phillips is visibly very upset. She tries to explain what the experience felt like, getting emotional, and almost comparing herself to a woman of the night, if you know what I mean.
It's not for the weak, girls.
You are a woman of the night. There's words I want to say, but I would get demonetized. Ugh! Fuck. No. OF girls are women of the night. I'm sorry. You are. You are a whore. Ugh. Oh, this isn't for weak girls. Dude. Ugh. Fucking.
If I'm honest, it was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like, it's kind of like being a pro in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it, like.
It's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Oh, you got 2 showpass. Mercenary, thank you for the 2. That's why I prefer drawings because it isn't real. Yeah, real people look icky. Tristan, thank you for the $4.99. My first Lumi stream live. Find you through Arch. Get yourself a shitty cup of coffee. I will after this because I got some donuts too. I got my donuts. Pony palette cleanser. Yes, after this video, we'll do a pony palette cleanser, okay?
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Sorry. Okay.
This is a bad first stream.
She felt robotic and disassociated during the experience.
I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by the, I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're going to do this. And like, it just, sometimes you like disassociate.
Okay, girly pop. I have a talent of pausing on funny faces. But anyways, when she does 1,000 men, she's gonna have to just literally lay there, not talk with them at all. Her legs are gonna have to be like tied open so the dudes can just do whatever and just have like a rotating door, just so it's just in and out real quick. Ugh. This woman is doing it to herself. It's like she can cry all she wants, but this is something that she chose to do. Jesus fucking Christ, Lumi, why? Hey, at least I don't go into, like, you know, arch detail of things. Very disgusting. Use a birthing machine 300 from the Archcast. Gonna need a lot of Germans for that kind of efficiency.
And be like, you know, like it's not like
someone's gonna get HIV. Okay, Ray, did you forget that this woman didn't know how HIV was transmitted? She said she did not know how HIV was transmitted. She didn't know it was a STD or STI, whatever. Yeah. STDs are another problem. Screen was not great last time. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if she caught something and she's just a carrier.
So, in my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys I remember, and that's it. But it's just,
yes,
I don't know,
Star
it's weird,
Trek
isn't it?
Discovery.
Like, if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know?
As many others have pointed out, this is viewed by some groups as empowerment, but in my opinion, and I know this is shared by lots of people, this is really anything but. Again, in my opinion, this amounts to self-harm. Disassociating is not a good sign, and I'm sure there are some people who would even chalk this up to a trauma response where the brain is trying to protect itself from what is happening to the body. Phillips said in another interview that she kind of wishes that she didn't have a camera shoved in her face voice directly after she finished doing what she was doing with all those men, because she was obviously very raw and she said more or less what she was really thinking. But I think it's actually a good thing, because I think it demonstrates that this is not a happy person, and this event, it was not a good thing. Like I said, to me, this feels like we're watching somebody self-destruct in real time. It's also no secret that the mental health implications of this kind of work are pretty grim. There is data out there that suggests women and men in this field go into it with significant mental illness, but leave with even more. And I anticipate that's only going to get worse. There is also a conversation to be had about the culpability of the people who are subscribing to these individuals and paying them for what they are doing and egging them on and encouraging them and basically being an active participant in their self-destruction and all of that fun stuff, but that is obviously a conversation for another day. But I do want to leave you all with some final thoughts here. People doing extreme and crazy things for publicity is not remotely a new phenomenon. But with platforms like
It's like, yes, extreme stuff isn't new. I mean, look at, like, things that aren't related to, you know, sex. Look at Nitro Circus. Look at Jackass. That is a lot of extreme stuff that people get a kick out of. But there's a difference between bodily harm that crazy dudes are doing and sexual degeneracy. And it's just, I don't know. It's a whole fucking thing, man. It's I don't know. It's like, this has been a conversation people have been having for years. Many years. Oh, I did turn up the volume a bit. It's now going into the red a little, and like peeking into the red. Not like peeking and cutting me off. It's just, yeah. Like getting made by 100 dudes. Soul doesn't know the difference. Yeah. I don't know. It's a whole fucking thing, man. Two sides to the same coin? Yeah. But it's like, difference is, the dudes on Jackass and Nitro Circus don't claim victim after they do their stunts. They're just like, man, oh shit, I'm stupid. But then a lot of these women are just like, I'm a victim. I didn't choose this, when they clearly chose it. Well, I don't know why it's quiet on here. Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me adjust a couple things. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't even have, like, a noise suppression filter. Oh, well, I'll look later. It's like my audio is fine yesterday. Oh, well. Anyways. Okay. I adjusted my thing a little bit. Let me find something for a palette cleanser before I fuck off. For a little bit. I don't even know what to watch for a palette cleanser. Plant trees next to the Minecraft house. Oh, ha ha ha. The video is quiet, not me. Oh, okay. Well, you could have been more specific. You know what? I know something that'll make people happy. Here you go. Just Majima. Not enough ponies. I love Majima. He's fun. But I think that's where I am probably going to end stream for now. Okay. Yeah, you can put me there. Who's even live at the moment? Oh, hey, look, it's my own stream. Oh, yeah, I know. Let me see. Oh, ew, gross. I heard my own voice. Disgusting. Oh, no, I'm not going to bed yet. It's like 11:19 a.m. I am gonna go make some food. And then I have some other shit that I have to do. Oh, Side Scrollers is live right now. I'll throw you guys over to Craig. I forgot that they just went live. So have fun over by Craig while I eat, and I will see you guys over by Arch in a couple hours. So I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah, hold on. There, that, and okay. See you guys later. Bye.